Welcome in to those of you who are a little bit early. I see I've got one person here in the chat. I like to start these a little bit early because I'm always messing up with the orientation of the camera and trying to make sure everything works. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome in. Thank you for being the first one. Oh, Sophia, I'm so glad you could make it. So I'm not going to start the reading until 12:30 exactly, but I just wanted to make sure that I got in and we were organized. Because oftentimes I start the lives and then I have to completely restart it and people have to move to a different room. It's the story of my life. Those of you who are here, how have you been doing? I have been in my own little Mercury retrograde, but I'm pretty sure we're not in Mercury retrograde, but I feel like this past week has been really wild. It's been like full on Mercury retrograde vibes for me. Oh, mujeres importantísimas, bienvenida. Me encanta México. In fact, last night I just went to the best Mexican restaurant here in the Dominican Republic, and the owner is from Mérida. Oh my gosh. But how I have missed tacos de birria. Ooh, I had such a great dinner last night. And I love Mexico. All right. Hello from Arkansas. Hello, Kendra. Just give me 1 second. I have to run and grab my headphones. Yes, where in Mexico are you? Mujeres importantísimas. If you don't mind me being so nosy. And can someone give me a thumbs up about the volume? You can hear me okay? Because I just put my headphones in. Okay, great. Thank you, Scorpio. Ah, okay. Perfect. All right. I did my master's thesis in Mexico City, and truthfully, I didn't think I was going to like Mexico City, and I loved it. What a vibrant city. Oh, good. All right. This is good. Yeah. Also, there might be some, thank you, Sophia. There might be some traffic outside for lunchtime. We'll see. So I wanted to make sure that I was a bit more plugged in. Hello, Anna. Anna Leitao. Welcome in. I'm just going to wait 2 more minutes and then we'll get started. So I know in my last live reading, I said, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. And I think it was the longest live stream that I've done. But this time, for real, I'm going to make these a little bit shorter. Hopefully for your and my sake, but obviously not too short. But we're going to do a 3-card spread and then clarify. To see what's happening with you guys for the end of the year, the rest of the year. It is exactly 12:34 on the clock. I love that. I love that synchronicity. It means we're on the right path. Things are moving forward the way they should be. But I wanted to say, my goodness, this past week, maybe even a little bit longer, I have been making so many, I don't even want to say I've been making mistakes. I have been making mistakes, but it has been like full on Mercury retrograde in my home. My air conditioner broke and I need to work with AC here because I'm in the Dominican Republic and it's quite hot, but more so because I do kind of live near a noisy road. So ideally I would have the windows open and a fan, but my air conditioner broke. I had a random huge bottle of laundry detergent just explode in my closet. And I woke up to get something to drink in the middle of the night. And I mean, there was just this detergent slime all over everything. Oh, Chela Sanchez, I'm happy you're here as well. My gym bag fell over and like a huge amounts of water spilled all over my bed. Like it just hasn't stopped for about a week, but I think I'm in the clear now. But have any of you been feeling like the last week or so has been kind of weird? And I mean, it certainly could also be due to Pluto going direct in Aquarius. I mean, I know that's like that has been like a huge reset. But if any of you out there know what's going on with the astrology, I keep meaning to look into it. I don't know if Mercury is out of bounds or what's going on that's creating this kind of like mini mayhem over here. But apart from all of that, thankfully, nothing has been too serious. Mostly it's just been like little annoyances and things like that. But like my videos, I had to upload the Taurus video, I think 3 different times 2 days ago, because it was coming up really, really glitchy. No, I don't think, no, Fly Chi 18, we are not in Mercury retrograde as far as I know. I don't know if we're in the shadow period. Actually, I could look and see. I really don't. I just feel like it. I've been in my own personal Mercury retrograde. No, the next one is from November 9th through the 29th. So we still have some time. Thank goodness. Hello, Susie Junko. Forever grateful. Okay. Forever grateful. Thank you. Mercury was square Pluto and coming into a conjunction with Mars. Okay. Well, that would probably do it. Yeah, and I figured something something with Pluto going direct had something to do with it as well. All right, so it is 12:37, so I think we're going to go ahead and get started for those of you who might be on your lunch hour. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Welcome into the chat and to the reading. All right, so we are going to, and actually before I get started, one thing I wanted to say to you is I'm really excited and grateful for everyone who has shown me some love on my other channel, Sacred Affirmations. I am this morning and yesterday Yesterday and this morning, I've been working on a new soul retrieval meditation. And yesterday, when I was doing it, it was bringing me to tears. So I ended up, continuing editing it and doing it this morning, but I can't wait for you guys to check that one out in the future. All right, forever grateful you're in California, 9:38. Okay. All right. So, all right, I'm going to quit babbling on and let's go ahead and jump right into this. So we're going to be doing a 3-card spread about what's happening in your love life from now until the end of the year. And then I'll pull a few oracle messages and oracle cards at the end of the reading, and we'll try to keep it short and sweet. I say that, right? We'll try. The intentions are there. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with Libra. Now, I know this may not be for all of you, but the signs that I'm going to be reading for, yes, Susie, Pluto is tricky, certainly is. The signs that I'm going to be reading for are going to be represented by the major arcana card here to the right. Now, this is what I understand. I know that may not be the case for all of you, but the Justice card, for example, is the major arcana for Libra. And the only one that I'm a little bit bummed about, the Wheel of Fortune, I read this as Sagittarius energy, although it could also be, the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. But because of YouTube guidelines, I can't use the beautiful Temperance card in this deck because she's bare-chested and we might get, we might get flagged for that one. So anyway, FYI, if you're not sure what sign I'm on, it will be down here to the right. All right, let's get started, my lovely Libras. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Libras. Hello, Eileen from Florida. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Libras regarding their love life from now until the end of the year. We're going to start off taking a look at your energy. All right, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay. What's coming towards you? We see the Two of Wands, all right. And the outcome here, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, and we see the Two of Cups in reverse. So it looks like some of my Libras here, you may be reeling from a separation or something that you've been waiting for that hasn't quite been able to come together. Now, we'll see what this Queen of Wands in reverse indicates, because it could be that you just kind of get frustrated and you're like, you know what, I'm not dealing. I've been waiting for this person, or I've been waiting for this situation, already for too long. But let's get into this. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, feeling like a missed opportunity. This can also be my yes, but not right now. So some of my Libras, you're holding on to faith that either, love is coming, or this particular relationship is going to be coming together or coming back together. But you know that it may take some time. Yeah, we see the Two of Wands in reverse, taking a look at the past. But at the same time, you do have energy and are ready for something new. And yeah, but you're in that Hanged Man energy, hanging out, hanging in there. Kind of feel like there's a stasis or a stagnancy here in your love life. So over the next, 2-3 months, the Two of Wands, I kind of feel like there's an energy of waiting. So some of my Libras, you may continue to be in a little bit of stagnancy here until the new year. Okay, there may be, with the Five of Wands, some options coming towards you, or you may feel a little bit conflicted if you're waiting for a particular person. Yeah, but I kind of feel like the person that you're waiting for, what you're waiting for, isn't quite coming towards you, or possibly you're getting like breadcrumbs. Okay, so again, what I mean by that is that a particular person could be doing a little bit of breadcrumbing or not taking action towards you. And if you know who I'm talking about, they could be dealing with health issues, financial issues, family issues, anything here that's scattering their energy. So it kind of feels like you're on hold because of this. But if it's not a particular person that you're waiting for, I just kind of feel like you're still going to be waiting. There's still potential opportunities, but nobody here that's like really super worth investing in. I think this is going to be frustrating for you. Now, some of my Libras, there could be some hookups, some one-night stands, if that's your thing, if you're, you know, if you're into that, what have you, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. We see the Judgment card. So making some sort of big decision here, and the King of Wands in reverse. Some of my Libras, especially if you have someone particular on your mind, you may be making a decision here to not stay in this energy of stagnancy any longer. Yeah, because you're realizing that something here is really draining you. It's taking away from you, and you're releasing yourself from, you know, this karmic situation here. And I kind of feel like, I don't know if you're waiting for an apology, waiting for somebody to come back around to you, or you're just waiting for the right one, but I do see it kind of frustrating. Some of you too, you're making this decision maybe to even just take some time for you, focus on you, your health, your finances, your spiritual journey, your family, and recognize that, you know, there might be a little bit of a pause, or there might be things that are on hold for you. So if there is somebody coming towards my Libras, let's see. Yeah, you could have somebody who's feeling a little bit jealous or possessive. Okay, interesting. I could see that with the King and the Queen of Wands. You might be making a decision about somebody who's kind of jealous or possessive here. But it's almost like this person doesn't give. They don't give they don't give enough to the situation to be acting that way, is what I'm hearing. It could be somebody here who's 10 plus years older than you, or younger. And we see that they give off this entrepreneurial energy. So they work hard, they invest in their future, they're really creative. Now, this could be the person that you're kind of waiting for to come around, to come back around. This could also be an option, somebody who's coming towards you. But I see my Libras, you know, I see you just making a decision to kind of not focus on people that aren't really for you, or aren't giving you what you want and what you need. And so that's between now and 2026. So being much more focused on just you, your spiritual journey. Anything else my Libras need to know here, please? We see dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Yeah, and there might be somebody here at a distance who you're waiting for, emotional or physical distance. They are thinking about you. We see seahorse, family matters. Some of you, it's important to pay attention to family right now, or maybe that's what this person is focused on. It kind of feels like it's blocking this connection for, you know, for the next couple of months though. And we see fan, romance, celebration, and party. So there may be some sort of romance here around the holidays or towards the end of the year. I mean, I do think this is someone you have romantic feelings for, but it just feels kind of blocked. And I think by the end of the year, you know that you're going to have to make a decision here, my lovely Libras. All right, so I'm going to here, Libras, sending you love and light. We are just moving into Scorpio. And just a reminder, I know a lot of you have just heard me say this, but the sign that I'm on is going to be represented by the Major Arcana card here on the right-hand side. All right, Scorpios, let's see what's going on here in your life. Forever grateful, my lovely Libra. How are you? Well, I don't know why I said, how are you? I already asked earlier. Yeah, so it might be a little bit stagnant for my Libras the next couple of months. All right, Scorpios, let's go ahead and see what's going on with my Scorpios. Ah, that's right. I do remember you're my Scorpio moon sister. Oh, all right, Scorpios. Speaking of Scorpio moon, we have the moon coming through for my Scorpios. All right. The moon can mean a lot of things in a love reading. We have the Two of Wands coming out for you as well. An energy of waiting. And we see the Page of Pentacles showing up in reverse as your final outcome. And we see the Five of Cups. All right, so it looks like my Scorpios here, you've been in the process of healing. And I was kind of getting this with the moon card. The moon can be a little bit of a scary landscape. It can be a time where you're not really sure what you're looking at. You're not really feeling the best. You can see that she's hit rock bottom. Now, I'm not to say that my Scorpios have hit rock bottom, but it can be a bit of a dark card. And I feel you've been holding back. You've been focused on your healing. You've been focused on, moving, getting clear is what I want to say, getting clear. And it does look for some of my Scorpios as well. You might be just much more focused on you than in love over the next couple of months, or at least until the new year. But let's dig a little bit deeper. Okay, so we have, the Page of Swords in reverse. This could indicate that you have somebody blocked. It could indicate, you're not talking to somebody, you're not in communication with someone. You could have secret feelings for someone or be crushing on someone, but it does feel like you're not really quite ready to act. With the Five of Cups in reverse, you're kind of holding back. You're not making yourself particularly emotionally available to others, is what it feels like. Some of my Scorpios, you might have a little bit of a feeling of like negativity around love right now, an energy of pessimism. The Page of Swords can also be like gossip, or maybe something has left a bad taste in your mouth. We see the Moon card energy in reverse. I do like this because you are getting clarity at this time, and nobody's better than than a Scorpio at doing that, digging deep, going deeper than anybody else to get the clarity that you need, and most likely needing to isolate yourself a little bit. Going within, recharging those Scorpio, those Scorpio batteries. So what's coming towards you, we have the Two of Wands, or what's happening here. So an energy of waiting. Okay, we see the Four of Pentacles energy in reverse, no longer holding back. And we see the King of Wands in reverse. So you could have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, somebody who holds a torch for you, who may come towards you, who's no longer holding back. This could be somebody here that wants to work things out with you, Scorpio, or this could be somebody who's coming in for, I want to say a quickie, right? I mean, I know that sounds a bit crass, but that's what the King of Wands in reverse gives off. Somebody who's kind of more focused on the physical. Again, nothing wrong with a little bit of, sexual healing if that's what you need, or, you're okay with that if you're not looking for anything serious. But the Page of Pentacles tells me, the Justice card, finding balance, and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, Scorpio. So what I'm feeling here, you're healing. You might have somebody coming in for a hookup, okay, for a quickie, or somebody who you just are going to give, it's just that you're going to give very casual energy to if you want to. And I see though, I see that you may not give fully to this connection, either because you assess and you evaluate and you say, you know what, they're not right for me. I see you focused on finding balance and stepping into this higher version of yourself and being much more focused on that and focused on healing. But do you have an option coming towards you? Absolutely. And again, you're going to decide whether or not you want to take that, but it might not be the right person. It may be someone who's just, for a little bit of fun or a little bit of a distraction here. Let's see who this person is for my Scorpios. So this is someone who, may feel like you're a little bit out of their league. They might be a little bit intimidated by you. They might also take too much of a passive role, which can sometimes indicate too that they're not looking for a relationship. But they are very passionate. So Scorpios, I think you do have someone who's quite sexy, quite steamy coming towards you. Could be an exciting lover. There's never a dull moment with this type of person who enjoys. This could be somebody who moves around a lot, goes out a lot, but I feel like you're going to do an assessment and decide to stay single rather than continue with this person. And here's the dreaded ex card. So for some of you, not all of my Scorpios, you have an ex coming back around. All right. But that doesn't have to be the case. All right. What else my Scorpios need to know? A chain of events that will affect your life. But what you're doing over the next couple of months here, Scorpio, is going to have a really big impact. And I do think it has a lot to do with your healing. All right. And bell, announcement. So expect some sort of major announcement here, and waiting for news, package, or letter. You might be hearing about a pregnancy. I'm not getting that this is necessarily for you. I think it's like some of you, if you have like a family member, a brother or sister or a good friend, you might be finding out that somebody around you is pregnant. For some of you too, there may be somebody who's moving, like a good friend of yours, somebody moving to another country. It could also be this ex. But whatever this is a chain of events that's going to affect you in the future. Interesting. So it is important, whatever this is coming up towards you. All right, Scorpios, but I think a lot of you are going to decide to stay single and focus on you until the right person comes along. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Sending my Scorpios love and light. And let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. All right. Yeah, I feel you. I'm seeing you, Eileen. You wish you could do casual, but that doesn't exist in you. Yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way. The one time I did try to have like I was quite young and I was like, I think that was my first one night stand. We ended up dating for 2 years. So I've never been really good at casual either. That's my Cancer Sun, Scorpio Moon energy. Yeah, and Susie, you don't do quickies. That's fine. But for my Scorpios out there who, that energy was more so you have this option around you, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too long term. Hello, Cindy. How are you? Welcome in. All right. All right, Sagittarius. Cindy, are you a doctor or are you a doctor or are you from Maryland? Or none of the above? Hey, Leo babe. No, we have not done Leo yet. Leo is actually going to be towards the end. We're just moving on into Sagittarius. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here for my Saggies. Oh, and I do apologize. Yeah, okay, Cindy, thank you. That's funny. I do apologize for my Sagittarius. The last energy check-in I did for you, I did call you Gemini for a minute. So I'll see if I have time, I'm going to redo that reading. All right, let's see. All right, Sagittarius, your energy, the Lover's in reverse. Speaking of Gemini, my Saggies are probably sick of me saying Gemini in your reading. It is your opposite sign, though. All right, what's coming towards you? The Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, somebody making their feelings known for you. But we see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so when all the cards come out in reverse on this channel, I know some people hate it, but hey, it's how we do it. I'm going to put them in the upright. All right, so I do feel like I still do feel though, Sag, some of you have made a decision to release yourself from a karmic situation. But I also think you have somebody either that you're admiring or who's admiring you. I do think you're coming into balance, or you're feeling this energy of balance with the Lovers card. You might be stressing about a particular person or a particular connection. All right, and maybe because this person does have other options around them, or maybe you're not really sure how they feel, so it feels like it's somebody newer on the scene, somebody you're very attracted to. So right now you're not really taking action. You're kind of more focused on finding balance, especially if you've just recently made some changes or become single. Yeah, because you definitely, there's that imbalanced heart chakra, feeling a little bit sad or disappointed, not really taking a whole lot of action in love because of something you've been through, or maybe you've just been, you've just been focusing on other things. So the Seven of Cups tells me over the next couple of months, Sag, you may have a few different options coming to you. Or you have this one person who may have other options around them. Now, the Seven of Cups can be my online dating card or my dating apps card, but I do think you have somebody here who is choosing you, okay? Somebody who's choosing you, asking you out on a date or deciding to be exclusive. We see the Moon card. They could be a Cancer or Pisces person. I'm seeing that this person may be a little bit secretive, or they might be a little bit hard for you to read. Yeah, and this person may, I don't want to say that they're breadcrumbing you, but they might not be, you might feel like they're not quite giving you their all. And for some of you, this is Sag, because they're playing the field. They're seeing who's out there. They weren't or aren't quite ready to make a decision. But the Queen of Pentacles tells me that you're in this energy of waiting. And this tells me that you may actually, if you're interested or you want this person to come towards you, you may actually get that, but we'll see. We see the Strength card, but some of you waiting is going to take a lot out of you with the Leo card, but we do see the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy, but I do think things are going in your favor. I also see, on a side note, Sag, some of you, your finances are about to get better, especially if you've been stressing or worrying about it. Now, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but the Strength card in reverse, Leo energy, may be the ego saying, playing tricks on you, telling you that, this person isn't giving that much to the connection. Maybe, you're starting to feel like you're not good enough, or maybe the situation isn't good enough. But I do actually think there's a really pleasant surprise. Okay, I think there's a pleasant surprise with somebody who's making a decision, somebody with deep, secret, romantic feelings for you who hasn't been necessarily showing it. But it's not really an energy here, Sag, of somebody who's been breadcrumbing you and like treating you like an option. It's more like it's somebody new, somebody who's figuring things out here. Somebody who I think has been or can be a little bit stressful for you, or you might be giving up on, and boom, then you get that Wheel of Fortune who then comes towards you. Okay, just a reminder with a message like that, don't keep your life on hold for someone. Don't give to a connection where they're not, giving to you. But that doesn't mean you can't hold space for someone, especially if there's somebody new, okay? And it could be somebody here who's been crushing on you, and they're just a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious. So this person is very giving, okay? They put the needs of others first, and they might be reacting to being an overgiver. Sometimes that happens if they have this pattern of overgiving. Their next relationship, they kind of like try to be a hard ass and not give so much. But I don't think that's really in their nature. They could have strong water in their chart. We definitely have strong Cancer, Pisces. We could have a Gemini, Cancer cusp. We could have a Cancer, Leo cusp here. We have strong, again, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Sag, Leo energy here in this reading. All right, and we have a traveler. So this is someone who may travel a lot, travel for work. Regardless, they enjoy new experiences, places, and people. They have great stories to tell about their travels. All right, let's see what else we need to know here. Forest. Muddled, unclear thinking. Yep, see, I think there is going to be a little bit of confusion here over the next couple of weeks here, next couple of weeks or months when it comes to this person or your love life. We see purse. Pay attention to your finances. So remember, sometimes when one area of our life feels a little bit blocked or on hold, there's a reason for it. And it may be because some of my Saggies, you need to focus on your, on money matters, work, career, saving. But then we see time to act. Really strong Leo energy. Pay attention to Leo energy. Pay attention to lions as well as signs and synchronicity. Some of you could have your spirit animal, your protector here could be a lion. But I think there will be closer towards, most likely your birthday or towards the end of the year, you're going to see some action here in your love life. All right, my lovely Saggies, I'm going to leave it there. Sending you love and light. And now we're going to move on to Capricorn. All right, clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Capricorns, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Capricorns, please. Do we have any Capricorns in the chat? Or any Capricorn placements? All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Ah, there you are, Sherry, Cappy. I was thinking Capricorns must all be busy at work. Doing Cappy things. I know I've said this before. My brother is a Capricorn. I love him, but we are so different. So different, but we're best friends. And I have some good Capricorn friends as well. All right, Capricorns, let's see what's up with your love life between now and the end of the year. So we have Magician card. All right, there's magic around you. You're manifesting. Ooh, possibly a Taurus or a Libra or divine counterpart. And we see the Queen of Cups. Wow, Capricorn. All right, and we see the Queen of Swords. So you are keeping things a bit cerebral here with the Queen of Swords, but I like it because it's like you know what you want, you know where you want to go. You may be particularly focused on manifesting a particular person, or you've just been really focused on manifesting. And the Queen of Swords tells me that you're not jumping into anything. You're aware, prepared, you're thinking critically. But with the Magician card, there is magic around you. There's magic around you, Capricorn, to manifest something or someone really important here over the next couple of weeks or months. You've been focused on healing. Sorry, my computer, of course, wants to restart itself. We'll see. All right, so you've been focused on healing, maybe holding back a little bit, just raising your vibration is what I'm getting. And the Hermit card, Virgo energy. So you've been focused on you. And I think a lot of you may be working with law of attraction. You're working with manifestation. It could be with meditation, but you've been doing your own personal work, focused on your daily practice, but you are channeling the correct energy. And over the next couple of weeks or months, you're calling in this Empress. So a divine counterpart, male or female, it doesn't matter. You know, my readings are not meant to be gender specific. And this could be a divine counterpart, somebody very sexy, attractive, successful. Yep, Two of Swords. I love this Two of Swords because she's still going for it, even though she can't really see, but she trusts herself to be able to, wherever she points and shoots, she's successful. So this is somebody who I feel has a lot of experience, a lot of self-trust, someone who's going to go for it, even if they don't know what the outcome of your situation is going to be. Look at that. I think this person they're gunning for you, Capricorn. I feel this Queen of Pentacles is your energy, but this is somebody who takes really good care of themselves. This is somebody who's successful. This is somebody who's healthy. This is somebody who looks good. This is somebody who's super confident. So you are calling in quite a powerful energy. The Queen of Cups tells me there's love coming towards you, Capricorn, between now and the end of the year. The Ten of Wands. Again, this deck, I love this deck, by the way. It's called the Wise Spell. I don't remember the rest of the name. Wise Spell, it's one of my favorites. But the Ten of Wands here in this deck, he's not carrying all of those wands. He's actually planted them all in, it looks like a wall behind him, feeling really protected. And he's traveling lightly because he's ready for a new journey. He's passionate and he's ready. I think this is you. I think this is your person. I think you've got the start of something new and loving here. And we see the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, some of you, just a little heads up, there could be some financial issues coming your way, but I'm also seeing with the King of Pentacles in reverse, this sometimes is my card of the person who's coming towards you is either not who you think they are, or they're very different than how they come off originally. And I think it's going to be an unexpected and very pleasant surprise here for my Capricorns. But do pay attention to your finances, pay attention to your health at this time or over the next couple of months. Let's see who this Empress energy is. We get Taurus and Libra energy. This may be somebody who's experienced loss and they're in a period of recovery, but they're definitely on the up and up. They could be a counselor, or they just embody this energy as a mediator and helping, you know, easily guide people through difficult times. This could also be somebody who helps you in some way, Capricorn. And it looks like this person doesn't have any immediate family. That doesn't mean that they have no family. It just could be that their family's at a distance from them. And we're also seeing confirmation here of Taurus energy. All right, but it feels, you know, it feels pretty awesome here, Capricorn, this person. So let's see what else we need to know about them. All right, we see, be careful, don't take risks. Yeah, I feel like that's more so with your finances right now. But again, don't jump into anything. But I'm reading my Capricorns as being in this Queen of Swords discerning energy, not being too risky or feeling risky at this time. Romance, celebration, and party. Yeah, I'd get ready, my Capricorns. I think you've got something gorgeous coming your way. And it's going to be a change for the better. Yes. All right, Capricorns, I'm going to leave it there, sending you so much love and light. All right, and we're going to move right along into my Aquarius. Yes, thank you, Stephen. Everybody, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. All right, do we have any Aquarians here in the house? Any Aquarians in the chat or Aquarian placements? Oh, yes. The name of my other channel is Sacred Affirmations. And if I can, let me just get, I might be able to find the link here and put it in there. All right, so I just popped the link to Sacred Affirmations in the chat there. And I'm working on right now, I said this a little bit earlier at the start of the reading, I have been working on yesterday and today a soul retrieval meditation. And I hope to do a little video also about what soul retrieval is. It's such an important healing tool, and it's something that I personally have used in the past and felt was really, really beneficial in helping heal from trauma. And trauma can be from any experience, really. But yeah, anyway, I can't wait to share that with you. All right, so we have Aquarius up now. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aquarius for the next couple of weeks or months from now until the end of the year, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aquarius, please. Four of Wands. All right, beautiful. What's coming towards you? The High Priestess in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy. And we have the Three of Wands. It looks like you've got, you have a secret admirer coming towards you, possibly someone at a distance, possibly someone that you hold a torch for, or they've held a torch for you for quite some time. Get ready. If your love life has been feeling boring, Aquarius, I think that's all about to change. I'm seeing celebration and I'm seeing happiness here between now and the new year. Pay attention to the number sequence 44. It's one of my absolute favorite master numbers. 44 is about stability. It's about strength. It's about foundation. But again, I think if you've been feeling a little bit bored in your love life, that is about to change. Look at that, the Eight of Wands. You have a lot going on here. Some of you have travel plans. I feel like whatever those travel plans might be, if it's visiting family, if it's taking a vacation, whatever it is, it's going to be really fun for you. It may also be conducive to bringing this love into your life, or you could have someone traveling to come and see you. Look at you, the Sun card, Leo energy. So you are vibing super high, Aquarius. And if you're not right now, you certainly will be over the next couple of months. Yep, just turning on that heart light, letting it all out, letting yourself shine. And someone here is absolutely taking notice or realizing that now is the time to reach out and to tell you how they feel. This is somebody who has been holding back, and they may be a little bit like the Fool card in reverse, like worried about taking a risk or taking a leap of faith here. Some of you, this could be a friend or somebody you've known for quite some time, and they're worried about changing the relationship, or like if they, if you're not interested in them, then the relationship could fall apart. Some of you, they just haven't been ready. They've been holding back, possibly watching you. Pay attention to that 444 sequence coming through here. Some of my Aquas, this person just might be worried you're a little bit out of their league, all right, with that Fool card in reverse. But we see the Three of Wands. This is an energy of your ships coming in. It's also an energy of travel for you. We see the Six of Swords. It could be somebody that you're circling back to or is circling back to you. Again, maybe some of you met this person traveling or at a distance from your home, or that's their energy. You will be seeing this person again. And for a lot of you, if you are traveling, you could meet this person while you're away from home or they're away from home, but you will definitely be seeing each other again. And we see the Devil card, Capricorn energy. So I'm not reading necessarily the Devil card as being something toxic. I'm reading that you and this person have a really intense soul tie, something that's inexplicable. All right. And for some of you, there may be a healing of a connection. But for a lot of you, look at this, the Emperor coming through, Aries energy. This is a really important relationship. Some of you, you might feel a little bit of conflict, internal conflict about this person or connection if there is distance between you two, or you live at a distance from one another. Again, that could be more than an hour drive, or it could be in a different city, state, or country. There may be some fears and some worries about how things are going to work out, but where I'm standing, it does feel like this person is going to be telling you the truth, and it does feel like the truth is what you've been waiting for. All right. And for some of you might, you may have a conversation with this person about them coming to travel or coming to visit you, but it might have to be in the new year. So again, you might have to wait a little bit longer than you would like to, because I can see if you know who I'm talking about, or you meet this person soon, you might, wish you could see them, ASAP. Right. So let's see who this person is. We're seeing they might be a little passive. All right, so maybe they have been in a passive role, and that makes a lot of sense here because they're in that Four of Pentacles energy, feeling like a little bit less than confident. They've been kind of holding back, worried about telling you how they really feel. Again, some of you, this could be a friend who wants to take things to the next level. We see counselor energy, so somebody who's good at mediating situations, somebody here who may be a counselor for work. Maybe they've been in counseling at some point in time in their life. Nothing wrong with that. And we see they have strong earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. So it does look like you do have your ships coming in here. They may not be coming in exactly how you want them to, Aquarius, but it does look like they're coming in and you're in a very, very high vibration, lots of celebration for you and big changes here in your love life. What else do my Aquas need to know? We see club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Okay, now I don't think it's necessarily this person, but do be aware of anybody here that's trying to force you to do something you don't want to do. Again, that could be a family member, that could be a boss, or someone else. Stand your ground is what I'm seeing. Heartache over what you no longer have, okay? But I'm not really seeing that. I kind of feel there could be, Aqua, somebody here who's heartbroken over not being with you anymore, and they might try to really come back towards you. I don't think you're having it. I think you're focused on this other energy. and we see older man. So this could be an older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Now, that could be you, that could be the person coming towards you, or it could be somebody here who's grieving or missing you, that's really going to try to come back and win you over. But I don't really get, for a lot of my aquas, you're gonna even deal with or bother with this energy. I think you're ready for something new here. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Aquarius, sending you love and light. But I do think, you know, this devil and the Six of Swords, you have somebody stuck on you while you're focused on new horizons. Nope, Cindy, we haven't done Taurus yet. We will be moving into Pisces, and then from Pisces we will go Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Taurus. I'm just going to give these cards a good shuffle. Hey, sweet Pisces. Cindy, I am a Cancer sun. I'm a Virgo rising. I'm a Scorpio moon, and I'm a Gemini Venus. I laugh. I was surprised to find that out, but not after I looked up like my dating history. Oh, good. You're on your lunch break. All right, we'll try to make it short and sweet. Pisces are generally such sweet energies. My daddy's a Pisces. My current partner, he's a Pisces. All right. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Pisces. Okay, your energy, the Death card. So Scorpio energy, you either have that in your chart or you're embodying that rebirth, that transformation. What's coming towards you? We have the Knight of Wands, possibly an Aries, Leo, Sag. And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay? And we see the Queen of Pentacles. So it looks like, my Pisces here, you're going through some sort of major transformation. Possibly you've experienced an ending, but I kind of feel like this is you just focused on you, a glow up, really focused on your health, your wealth, your finances, your physical body. And you're transforming something here is what I'm getting. You know, you might be starting like a new journey. Your New Year's resolutions early is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, we see the Three of Wands. So this is an energy of longing. This is an energy of waiting. But I'm also getting this Three of Wands is like you're being very discerning. You're going through this transformation. You're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Some of you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. And you're not rushing into things. You're really taking your time to assess, most likely defending this transformation, experiencing. And we see the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you might be feeling a little bit disillusioned with love. You might be feeling like a little like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out when it comes to dating. Or maybe you're feeling like you haven't quite met the right person. You're not sure about the options that are coming towards you or available to you. But you do have this Knight of Wands coming in. Now, this could be somebody your age or younger. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. This person feels like a party person. They're probably sexy and charming. All right, with the Judgment card, we see Aries, Scorpio energy. So this is somebody that's making a decision here to come towards you before the new year. And we see the Tower moment. This is going to shock and surprise you. This person's going to be a real force to be reckoned with. But Pisces, you're standing in your power right now. You're going through and you're defending this transformation that you've been through or you're experiencing. You might reject this person. We'll see. The Ace of Cups in reverse. We see the Three of Cups. All right, celebration, joy, dating, temperance energy. But you might feel like this person wants to make things go too quickly. You may feel like there's imbalance here. This person might have other options available to them. And again, I kind of feel like my Pisces, you're like, yeah, I'm not playing that right now. I'm not playing that. I'm not doing that. Okay, they could be a Sagittarius. We have really strong Scorpio in this reading, really strong Aries. Yeah, some of you might go out on a few dates with them. You might get together with them. But I kind of feel like if they try to rush things with you or they try to blur any of your boundaries, that my Pisces, you're not having it. So let's see. But they've made a decision that is going to shock you to come towards you, maybe even confess their feelings for you. I definitely feel like they're going to come in with something like, Pisces, I think you're so hot type energy. Now, Spirit is saying this person is deeply committed to your connection. They're strong and they can be counted on to have your back. This could also be like a close friend of yours who's going to shock you. All right. But we also see, okay, so when this person is committed, Pisces, they are full on committed. They're ride or die, but they've been deeply wounded and trust needs to be established to open their heart. So if you feel like you sense that they're a bit emotionally closed off, you're probably not going to go for it right now. Some of you, this person may be a single parent. Okay. I don't know. I feel with that Three of Cups, you might go on a few dates with this person, or you might, yeah, just like suss them out, see what's up. But I kind of feel with the Temperance energy and the Ace of Cups, a lot of you, if they try to move too quickly, you're going to shut it down, or you're going to say, not right now. I need time to figure things out is kind of what I'm getting. Some of my Pisces, new home, new attitude. So you may be moving. Again, some of you, maybe you have recently moved. Now, I also get new home, new attitude. Some of you, you've been through a physical transformation, whether that's healing or it's a bit of a glow up. And just I feel like you're very strong. You're very confident over the next couple of months. And I love that. Younger man, this could be you. This could be somebody who's close to you, the person coming towards you, that Knight of Wands. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. And we see broken wish. Wish will not be granted. I think some of my Pisces, you're not gonna go for it with this person. Again, I think you're gonna suss them out. I think you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna go see what they're all about. But I don't know, you're going to sense that they're closed off or they can't really give you what you're looking for at this time. Of course, you're going to be the one to decide. All right, my lovely Pisces, so get ready for that energy. It's coming in hot. All right, but that's where I'm going to leave it. All right, now we're moving into Aries. Maria, hello. Yeah, Cancer is coming towards the end. Yeah, we're just getting to Aries right now, but we started on Libra and we're working our way through the zodiac. I probably should have mentioned that in the beginning. Cindy, you have a lot of Cancers in your life. Ooh, and a Venusian Cancer, a Cancer Venus is a lovely placement. Ooh, Sophia, Pisces moon. I've probably said this to you. I know I've said this to you a couple of times, but Pisces moons, you are, along with Scorpio moons, the most intuitive in the zodiac. Most intuitive. Thank you, sweet Pisces, for spending your lunch break with us. I hope it was enjoyable, or it has been enjoyable. All right, now we're moving into Aries. Do we have any Aries in the zodiac? My goodness. See, I'm telling you, my own personal Mercury retrograde or Pluto squaring Mars is oh my gosh, is driving me up the wall, up the wall. All right. All right, thank you, sweet Pisces, for sticking around. I appreciate it. Any Aries in the chat or Aries placements? I have like 0 Aries in my chart, 0. And my Mars is ruled by Libra, which just makes me the most, the least Aries person in the world. All right. Ah, Kendra, Aries. Yes, we need you. I need some fire in my life to balance me out a little bit. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on here for my lovely Aries. Hey, Kelly, Scorpio. A lot of Scorpio and Aries just came out in that Pisces reading. All right, my lovely Aries, what's going on in your love life between now and the new year? Your energy, the Strength card in reverse, Leo energy. Scorpio has to be your side piece. Sorry. Okay. And we have the 7 of Pentacles showing up in reverse, and we've got the Queen of Swords. So it does look like there's going to be some sort of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Kelly. Wow. Okay. Wow, sorry. My jaw just hit the ground there with that. Oh my goodness. All right, Aries Sun with Venus and Saturn. Okay. All right, sorry. Let me focus here on the reading. All right, so we see Chariot card in reverse. Okay, so for my Aries here, it looks like something here has come to an end for you. And you may be focused on building up your strength and your courage. Sorry, I know how Aries, Venus, I understand Aries, Venus, but if you had to put it in your own words, my 2 Aries, Venus out there, what's like the biggest thing for you in love? Like if you had to describe you as a, partner or lover or what have you, what 3 words would you use for an Aries, Venus? And like, what would be important to you? Because I don't think I know very many Aries, Venus. Well, I didn't think I knew many Aries, Venus. And I'll wait for you guys. I'll continue with the reading and I'll wait to see what you guys respond, if you can. All right, so we're seeing this Cancer Leo energy coming through. So some of you could be dealing with a Cancer Leo cusp, maybe your Cancer Leo cusps with Aries placements. But it looks like something here, you've stopped giving to something. Something came to a full stop, maybe due to distance, or it just wasn't, or something was feeling off for you. So with the Strength card in reverse, I kind of feel like you're building up strength and courage. This is also telling me that you're not necessarily hiding your feelings, but you're putting on a brave face. You're not letting anybody see you sweat here, Aries. All right. And we see the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you might have been dealing with somebody who was a bit of a player, or there was just a situation that didn't pan out, that, rushed in and rushed out of your life. And we see the Star card, Aquarius energy. So you're really focused on your healing. You're focused on the long game. You're most likely really focused on, finances and your health and your emotional healing and your spiritual journey. All right. With the 7 of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Now, this is the energy coming towards you. There may be somebody here who wants to bring things into balance with you. Maybe somebody who you've had this ending with. The King of Pentacles. It could be somebody who owes you money as well. And the Justice card, Libran energy. I'd be careful. I feel like you do have somebody who's kind of getting lonely around the holidays. That's the energy I'm getting. But this person is superficial, or they act aloof, and they're inclined to do that again if they've already done that to you. I'm also seeing this person might be a little bit of a user, Aries, so I want you to be careful. And what I mean by that, the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice card tells me that this person might be keeping up appearances like they have more than they actually do, or they may kind of want to get something from you. Okay, so just be aware of that. But I'm kind of seeing, my Aries, you're going to read through this person's BS here with the Queen of Swords. I think you're going to be turning your back on this energy. the Nine of Cups yet, because you're walking away from it because you already know it's emotionally draining, whether you know this person or not, or they're just trying to run game on you. And we see the Two of Pentacles. So you might be feeling a little bit in the in-between when it comes to your love life over the next couple of months. Some of my Aries out there, you do have some choices to make. So this could be only one of your options that's showing up in today's reading. Somebody who feels they have unfinished business with you. But I think you're going to read right through it. And I feel like this person is coming through in your reading today as a heads up, that this is most likely somebody coming back around, or it's somebody who's not who they say they are. This person could be divorced. But I think you're going to read right through it. You're not down for any, you're not down for any games is what I'm getting. And I think you realize here also, Aries, that you have other options. So let's see who this person might be. Who is this person? All right. Yep. Short term. It's not meant to last. It was meant to be short term, or it will be a short term connection. But this person may mirror you in a lot of ways, and that can make things a little bit tricky. Okay. So twin soul. Maybe you felt this person was a twin flame or a soulmate here, or they mirror you in a lot of ways. So that does make things, sometimes feel tricky. But I think you're going to read right through it. And another option here for my Aries that I'm picking up on, yeah, somebody you're meant to be in a long-term connection with, who has strong fire in their chart. Okay, so again, this other option, it does feel like it may be around you or coming towards you in the new year. And just be careful. Be careful of that short-term connection. Like I said, it might feel a little bit tricky because you feel really connected, or you feel very similar. Spirit's advice for you is expect great happiness. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Because it does look like you've got somebody really important coming in. And we see bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. Yeah, Aries, get after that bag, right? But I also feel that, this could just be the abundance coming in with this other connection. But this other connection is most likely, I feel more it's in 2026. And a period of ill health or depression. So be aware of that. Take care of your health. I know those of you that are moving into the winter months, this is, flu season and things like that. So just focus on your health. Be careful. Take your vitamins, things like that. It does look like there's abundance coming your way. All right. So I'm going to leave that there, Aries, sending you love and light. And I cannot wait to see what my Aries in the chat said about being Aries Venus. Yes, you lead with your heart. Funny and genuine. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you lead with your heart sometimes to a fault. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, Sophia. Sorry, I'm responding to these previous comments. You're probably like, what is she talking about? What is she responding to? Yeah. Well, as you do little exercises on a daily basis, this is for, Sophia and for all of you to really start trusting your intuition more. When you have to make certain decisions, or, just being much more consciously aware of trusting your intuition or sitting with that energy. Hello, Anne. Namaste. Another thing I do, and and this sounds really kind of arrogant, but what I do, and it's also something I've read that shamans do, is really when you need to make a decision, right? Or you need to get a good read on someone, and I'm doing it right now as I'm talking to you, is touching below your throat chakra and a little bit above your heart chakra. And this is your angel chakra. But from what I understand, there's a bundle of nerves here. And this bundle of nerves acts like a second brain. And it's like what the shamans use to make their intuitive decisions. So I do this naturally, and not because I read that somewhere. I've always done that naturally. And so when I did read about that and this angel chakra, if I'm not mistaken, try doing that. You know, when you need to get a read on someone or something, try touching that space below your throat, above your heart. And yeah, like a little bit above your heart chakra. Try checking in on that area. I give it a little rub. It's like that. It's like, where you clutch your pearls, right? Where someone would clutch their pearls, kind of that space there. That's a little technique to try to implement and see, and if you need to make a decision or get a read on someone or something. All right, so we're moving right into Taurus. All right, clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please, from now until the end of the year. All right, the Four of Swords. Okay. What's coming towards you? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Someone might want to heal things with you. I'd be careful here, Taurus. And we see the Chariot card, Cancerian energy. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. Some of you might have Cancer in your chart. I feel like you're ready for a breakthrough, though. I feel like you're ready for a breakthrough. I also, with the Four of Swords and the Chariot, some of you, you've pulled back to protect your energy. This is something very Cancerian, right? Things feel overwhelming, or you just need to recharge. It's like going within that shell. So whether you have Cancer placements or not, I do feel like this is kind of your energy over the next couple of weeks or months. All right. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're not taking a whole lot of action here or communicating with someone in particular. You may be feeling a little bit spun out by what you've experienced in your love life. Yep. Feeling a little bit of instability, or maybe you're not feeling really right within yourself at this point in time is kind of what I'm getting. Not to say that you're doing anything wrong or bad or off, but you just might be like, you know what, I need to take a little break, or I need to regain my stability. I need to heal after what I've been through. I need to regroup. I need to get some clarity. It does look like you have somebody here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse that does want to reach out to you, that does want to meet up with you. Now, it could be somebody who wants to heal. It could also be somebody who they themselves have been feeling kind of lonely and they want to ask you out on a date, or they want to see if you're available. We see the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who's definitely wanting to communicate, wanting to manifest you, letting down their walls and their barriers. For others of you, this person is feeling exhausted. This person might have been totally focused on finances and they're like, okay, I need a little bit of work-life balance. And we see the Magician energy in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy. Yeah, but I'm not loving this person's energy. I'm not. I see the Magician energy in reverse. This could be somebody who's tricky or manipulative. And especially for a lot of my Taurus, if this is somebody from your past, this Nine of Swords in reverse tells me things are not going to change. They might tell you that they have done or made all of these changes, that they're going to do things differently, that they're a new person. The Nine of Swords in reverse says not so fast. Yeah, I think you're going to be moving on from someone, and it may be with a heavy heart, but I think, my Taurus, you know that it's the right thing to do. Look at you in Emperor energy, standing your ground, knowing that it's time for you to really boss up, okay? So it does look like you've got somebody here who's tricky and manipulative. I do think you're going to read through it. I'm kind of channeling my Taurus who aren't quite ready to... you're not up for just dealing with the wrong person is what I'm getting, or even seeing what they're all about. This person could be a Cancer, okay, or a Capricorn, and this could be a single parent. Those are going to be confirmation messages for some of you. I'd be weary of this person coming back around, because I don't think they are who they say they are, or they're going to talk a good game, but they're not going to back up their words with actions. And if this is somebody you've dealt with in the past, that Nine of Swords in reverse says they haven't really changed. So you're going to be moving on fully from this person. But I do believe that sets you up for the new year to call in somebody who's much more in alignment with you. All right, Taurus, so in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So if you do feel like you need some help in some area, ask for it. That can also just be like start delegating, if you're feeling overwhelmed with like everything you do within the home or at your job or, with your family. So if you do need help, Spirit's saying, ask for it, Taurus. Spiritual guidance and protection from harm. See, you're receiving spiritual guidance. You're being protected from harm. I think this reading being a heads up here about this person, possibly a Cancer or Capricorn. But also if you're in need of help or assistance and guidance, ask your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, your passed on loved ones. I know I say this a lot, but when we pray, we ask for answers. When we meditate, we receive those answers. So that might be something you really want to focus on. All right, and we see bag coming through for you as well, something important such as a new job or a raise. So it may be also a time for my Taurus to focus on your finances and regaining stability. All right. All right, so I'm going to leave that there, my lovely Taurus, sending you so much love and light. And we're going to move right on into Gemini. Ooh, this has been such a lovely little lunch hour to spend with you guys. I really truly appreciate each and every one of you spending this time with me here. It's always such an honor and a pleasure to connect with you and to get to know you guys a little bit more as well. Like it really does make me happy, brings me joy. Cindy, what is a mustard X? Or is that a misspelling? And no criticism, no criticism there, but I don't know what a mustard X. Ah, La Unique. Yes, May, I already did Sagittarius. I started with Libra and we're moving into Gemini. So we are like 3/4 of the way through. All right. So sweet Pisces, before I move forward, that's a really good question. For me, now I don't watch a whole lot of tarot readings nowadays. But, for me, it was really particular to the reader. So for example, like there are some readers that I always go for my sun sign. And I naturally am inclined to check my sun sign first, but there are other readers who always nail my rising sign or my Venus. So that's where I would just really, start paying attention to what resonates with you the most. And that can be like through the title or the image, whatever you're drawn to. And for me, I think it's sound advice that different readers are going to resonate with different signs generally. I mean, that was the case for me. Yeah, moon. And then I also check my Venus. Yeah, sun, moon, rising, Venus, sometimes my north node. Ah, forever grateful. You just recently split up with an Aqua and you still miss her. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Hang in there. Oh, I just got chills. I don't know why I just got chills. I just got goosebumps. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so Geminis. Let's go ahead and see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my Geminis in their love life from now until the end of the year. Look at you in alignment with the Lovers card. What's coming towards you? Four of Wands in reverse, and there's going to be a need for patience over the next couple of weeks or months. And we have the Five of Cups. So some of you've been a little bit disappointed, or you've been in a process of healing. All right, with the Lovers card though, Gemini, you're in alignment. You are exactly where you need to be. I also think you are giving off a very attractive, very sexy energy at this time, or people are seeing you that way. The Eight of Cups in reverse. All right, some of you, you are some of you, you're missing someone. Now, I know I just talked about that in the chat, but these are the messages that are really coming through. The 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups in reverse, missing someone, hoping someone will come back to you. All right, and we have the Hermit in reverse. And some of you might be a little bit stuck on this person or in this overanalysis paralysis, or very, very, very focused on this one person or this one connection coming back around. Okay, you want to be careful with that energy. I don't know if any of you have or listened to Abraham Hicks, but there was something that she said, it's called like the blue glass method, because this Hermit card in reverse can be when we really over focus on something and it really isn't always the greatest idea. Now, there's nothing wrong with recognizing your feelings, recognizing sadness or sorrow that you're experiencing, but we really need to actively work hard on not focusing so much on what we don't have, because that's really going to anchor us in a lower vibrational timeline. So we need to, when we catch ourselves longing or missing someone, and again, it's not about ignoring your feelings or pretending you're not sad or hurt, but you need to flip the script, or you need to flip that switch. And Abraham Hicks talks about the blue glass method, which is basically someone walked past this store and saw this beautiful glass, right? Sculptures or something like that. And that is her happy place. That's what she thinks about. You know, and so it's like finding what your blue glass is. And when you find yourself overly focused on something you don't have, or something that may be keeping you stuck, right? To find your blue glass and focus on that. What brings you happiness? What will flip that switch for you? Because I do kind of get that energy here with that Hermit in reverse. You know, Virgo energy in its shadow can be way too focused, you know, on analysis and on details, and it can cause that analysis paralysis. So we have the 4 of Wands energy in reverse. So it is an energy of instability. The 7 of Swords, it could also be somebody at a distance revealing secrets, or revealing secretly that they do want to work on things. Now, it could also be somebody who's unstable or somebody who's not quite sure about commitment, who's going to be revealing that they do want to put in work or effort here, but it's going to take some patience. 7 of Pentacles. The 10 of Wands, releasing burdens, getting ready for a new beginning. But we see the Tower energy in reverse, but this new beginning isn't quite ready to happen, Gemini. So you're going to have to really stand strong. We see the Star card. Remember, Aquarius energy is all about playing the long game. So focus on your own healing. Don't focus too heavily on what you don't have. Someone's revealing, you know, feelings for you that they want to work on things, but they're not quite ready, or they're not really around you yet. Okay, or they're at a distance from you. Now, you're going to have to be patient for this new beginning, because it's not ready to come in yet with this Tower in reverse. And there may need to be some big changes before this happens. So let's see for my Geminis. And this change might not happen until, you know, after the new year. So let's see who this person is for you. Someone with strong fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Possibly a Libra, okay, or somebody with strong Libran placements. They're ruled by Venus. They enjoy beauty. Fairness and harmony in relationships is important to them. Okay, and we see this person could be a little bit older or younger than you, 10 plus years. We got a lot of cards that came out. They could be a single parent. They could be a traveler, or somebody who travels a lot for work, or just has done a lot of traveling. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else my Geminis need to know. We see broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Now, that's your message from between now and the new year, okay? And I do get that. There's something that you're really wanting, but you're going to have to be really patient. It's not ready to happen, and it's not going to happen necessarily before the new year. You are highly thought of, though. Okay, beautiful. And we see fan, romance, celebration, and party. Yeah, so again, I mean, I do think this is you enjoying the new year. Enjoying the holidays, enjoying the next couple of months, regardless of there being an unsuccessful outcome. Just know that you are very highly thought of, and this may be something that needs to be revisited in the new year if your feelings still feel the same. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave that there, sending you love and light. And now we're going to be moving into Cancer. All right. Yeah, forever grateful. I may have been unintentionally channeling that energy here in this reading, because we did get that Aquarius energy coming through. But I mean, these really are meant to be general reads. Yeah, Cancer rising. Yeah, for me too, a lot of times I also resonate so much with my Virgo readings. All right, this is for my Cancer tribe out there. All right, clear messages, advice, and guidance, please, for my Cancers. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. All right, King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you, you're a bit worried about your finances here. This can also indicate health issues, so it's something you need to be aware of. I'm also seeing with the King of Pentacles in reverse, you may not be giving. You might be giving to a particular connection or to love over the next couple of months. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Cups. Do we have all reversals? We do. All right. So, as I said, I know not everybody likes that, but we flip these over into the upright when they all come out reverse. Yeah, I still get this energy with the King of Pentacles. My Cancers, you're really working on healing, maybe from accident, illness, injury, healing your finances, trying to get to this place of stability. You're focused on manifesting. You're very, very focused is what I'm getting. You're focused on getting back to the best version of yourself. Some of you, it could be a physical glow up. Like I said, it could be healing. It could have to do with your finances. Some of my Cancers as well, you have travel coming up. I mean, that makes sense. We're coming into the holiday season, but some of you do have some travel plans, or you're focused on travel at this time. You may have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart. I love this King of Pentacles because it looks like he's just sitting there chilling in the Akashic records. That's how I oftentimes see that. And you're protected. But when I get that, like you're chilling in the Akashic records, it's like you are where you need to be, right? Cancer, you're on the right path, even if sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Six of Cups. Yeah. Some of you with the Six of Cups, you may be feeling a bit nostalgic, very, very typical Cancer energy, feeling a bit nostalgic, wanting reconciliation, or maybe you've got your eye on, or you're dealing with somebody who's really sweet. You feel like they complement you really well. But we see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But some of you are really focused on your finances or stressed about your finances, and that could be what you're really totally focused on. The Wheel of Fortune can be Sagittarius energy. But for some of you too, it's like there's something really sweet or a connection that's really sweet and you're feeling it, soulmate energy, but you're not really ready to move forward yet, or you feel like it might be blocked or it's not coming towards you. You may be feeling that way because your person here could have strong earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and they may be somebody who's a real slow burner. Somebody here who's a real slow burner. And that might have you a little bit in your head. All right, and we see the Queen of Pentacles. It looks like somebody who's got real strong earthy energy, somebody Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone who takes good care of themselves, their house, their home, their finances. And Cancer, we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. So this is a really good match. This is somebody here who is making a decision. We get a little ding here from my computer. Somebody here who is making a decision that they want to have this new beginning. And with the King of Cups, I think you've got love coming in. If I'm not mistaken, Cancer, Capricorn also got a reading kind of similar to this. Very good energy. You've got love coming your way. Six of Pentacles. This is you dating. So this could be dating somebody new, somebody you're crushing on. But I'm just, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups are both my soulmate energies. So it's like you two are, a match made in heaven type energy, right? Completing each other in the most harmonious ways. But over the next couple of weeks or months, it may not end up necessarily being a confirmed relationship, but I think we're moving in that direction. All right. Yeah, because look at that. I cut the deck, Cancer, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So you may not be in like a quote unquote higher level of commitment this year, but it's like something you two are working on. And again, it could be something that comes in closer towards the new year, or comes in November, December, something like that. But it looks like you and this person are going places together. Okay, but it's going to be a bit of a slow burning energy. And I said this in an earlier reading, and I'm going to repeat myself. Sometimes when we're feeling stuck in one area of our life, it's because we're really meant to be focused on something else. There are lessons that need to be looked at. There's karma that needs to be released. There's healing that needs to be taken place. And you might feel, with this connection, like you might feel a little bit frustrated, or you might feel like it's ready to come together. And again, it could be your person, it could be you, but it looks like it is coming together. Now, Cancer, some of you, this is your ex. Okay, I hate that just came out for you, but that is going to be the case for some of you. But I don't think that's going to be for all of you. And when this card does come out, it can also indicate that this person is somehow linked to your ex, like they used to work together, they know each other or something like that. But for a lot of you, it could be somebody you've dealt with in the past. And for others of you, it's a confirmation message. We have, this is meant to be your life partner, whether they're a past person or a new person. And this is somebody who's very passionate. So an exciting lover. There's never a dull moment with this type of person who enjoys life fully. And we also see that they're going to be funny. So expect a lot of fun and light energy with this person. The laughter you share may very well bond you and alleviate stress. Yes. All right, so it's going to be passionate, it's going to be fun. There's potential for this, long-term commitment. It does not have to be your ex. Some of my Cancers, you might have a choice. You might have an ex trying to come back around as you're moving forward with this new person. All right, so let's go ahead and see what messages, advice, and guidance come through for my Cancers. Anything else they need to know? But this relationship is definitely in the works over the next couple of months. Look at that. We get ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay. Some of you could meet this person at a wedding or an engagement party. It could be like towards the very end of this relationship. And the end of the year, this relationship might get serious. I'm kind of feeling though it's going to be in the new year. And we see wreath, sorrow over loss. Someone here, this X energy, you might have a Cancer here. Sorry. I'm getting too excited. Cancer, you might have an ex here who's going to be feeling jealous or really sad that you're moving on. Okay? And you need to defend yourself. Yeah, so a need to defend your energy, Cancer. All right, so especially from somebody who isn't right for you, that may be trying to win you back. Now, if this is an ex and you love this person and they're the one you want to be with, it does look like they're coming back around, but it looks like, my Cancers, you're going to be making a decision. You may have more than one option available to you. All right, my lovely Cancers, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. And we're going to move right on into our Leos. All right. Cindy, you have 5 Leo placements in your chart. My goodness. My sister-in-law also has a lot of Leo, I think 5 Leo placements. And you watch your ex's sign. Yeah, that's a good idea too, to do some cross-watching. you know, really, it's really you end up coming up with your own formula. And what I mean by that is maybe it's not even a formula. Just you trust your intuition with readings, what you feel really drawn to. There may be, there may be a message there, or there is a message there for you. All right, Heli, you're a Pisces sun and Venus, Sagittarius moon, Cap rising, and a few Aquarius. Ooh, yeah. So you actually have a pretty good balanced birth chart because you've got that water, you've got that fire, you've got that earth, you've got that air. Yeah, I don't have any fire in my chart, so I'm a little jealous. No, I mean, I just wish I did have, some fire in my chart to balance me out a bit. All right. Yes, you're welcome, Maria. Yes, claim it, claim it. All right, we're going to move into my beloved Leos. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Leos, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Leos, please. All right, your energy, the 9 of Cups. All right, Leo, so get ready for party season here. You may be calling in a water sign or someone with strong water placements. And we see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Sagittarius energy. And we see the 4 of Swords showing up in reverse. So some of my Leos here, there is a little bit of an energy, a restlessness, especially if maybe things during the fall or the autumn have been a bit slow or it's been all about work. I feel like you're restless to get out there. You're restless to get out there, have some fun, show yourself off, have someone take you out, show you off, have a good time. All right, the 9 of Cups is Jupiter and Pisces energy. Yep, you've definitely been focused on healing. So I feel like you've been holding back a little bit and you're like, nope, my Leo energy needs to be out there. I need to be out. I need to be, seen for my, who I am. I need to go out. I need to put myself out there. I need to party a little bit. Knight of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah, some of you, you're healing from dealing with another fire sign or somebody who was a bit of a player. Some of you, too, you're realizing you're ready to put yourselves out there or get back out there, but with the Knight of Wands, you recognize you're still healing, so you're going to take it slow. So you're not going to take anything too seriously just yet. Well, you do have a water sign coming towards you, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we have the Death card. So it does look like Scorpio energy coming through strong. Somebody here who may not have let go of you. So you may have this ex who wants to come in and make a love offer, who hasn't fully let go of you, but I don't think you can trust them. All right, so you definitely have at least an ex coming through, and with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like your advice, or you're not going to take action towards this person. You're realizing that they're no good for you. You're realizing this was a karmic situation. It's not something you want to repeat again. And we have the Ace of Cups. Yep, there's a sense of lack or loss, that blocked heart chakra. And we see the moon, you seeing things very clearly. The 5 of Swords. You're not going to take any shit here, Leo, with the 5 of Swords. You're going to be unapologetic about what you want, what you need, where you're going. And I think you're going to be rejecting this person. And I think you're going to be rejecting this person even though they come in with a love offer, because you haven't seen that they've transformed. You don't see them being any more serious. You don't see them as being somebody who's going to calm your nervous system rather than completely have you, on fire, right? Like have you all over the place. So I think you're going to be seeing clearly this is a karmic situation not to move forward with. All right, let's see who this person is for those of my Leos who need confirmation. There may be it may be somebody you met unexpectedly, or they come unexpectedly into your life. expectedly. My goodness. They could be a Virgo or have Virgo placements. This could also be a single parent. Maybe you have children with this person. Okay, but I don't think you're having it. I don't think you're having it. I do kind of get with the serendipity energy though, Leo. Some of you may be meeting somebody, but it's not going to be before New Year according to this energy. But you may be meeting someone unexpectedly, but you're closing out this karmic cycle. And you know what? Good for you. It's the perfect time to do it. And in doing so, Leo, you open the door for someone here who is really right for you. All right, and we have haystack. So karma, you will reap what you have sown. Yeah, exactly. I think remember, every decision that you make right now or today is going to affect you in the future. All right, and we have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking about you. Okay. And 4-leaf clover, great or good fortune is coming your way. So some of you are going to see some massive upticks here in your abundance and good fortune. You may have somebody far away from you who's thinking about you. It could be a friend. It could be somebody romantic for the future. But yeah, you're going to get your karmic justice. But I also feel like it's contingent here on showing the universe you've learned this lesson and that you're not going back to someone who's not in alignment with what you're looking for. Okay. But I do see you, with the 9 of Cups here, putting yourself out there more, Leo, having a good time. But it feels like, according to this energy, there's nothing serious coming in just yet. I feel like something more serious is going to come in unexpectedly and in the new year. All right, my lovely Leos, I'm going to leave that there, sending you love and light. And we're going to move into, last but not least, my lovely Virgos. Dean, you have a soccer game scrimmage versus the girls today, and the girl on the other team you have a crush on. All right. And you're really shy around her. Aww. And now you have to play against her in a soccer scrimmage. Tread thoughtfully with that one. But at least you get to see her. At least maybe you can get a better read on her and her feelings towards you. All right, let's take a look at Virgo energy. See what's happening here for my lovely Virgos for the next couple of months. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my lovely Virgos, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. Virgo energy for the next couple of months. 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so doing some analysis, looking back at the past, making a decision. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, my Virgos, there may be a new opportunity coming towards you, or you're deciding that you're ready for a new beginning after a period of renewal. Hey, Sophia. After a period of renewal. Magician energy in reverse. Yeah, some of you, you're looking at why something wasn't able to come to fruition in the past. Yeah, I think you're ready for something new. You've made a decision that you're ready for something new here, Virgo, but some of you might be questioning your ability to manifest, or you're looking at the things that you weren't able to manifest in the past and why that is. But I still see you being ready to put yourself out there, but maybe feeling a little bit beat up, a little bit bruised there from what you've been through. All right, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, you could have a water sign coming your way, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This can also be an emotional outpouring. Yep, from a King of Cups, so possible a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And we see the Nine of Pentacles. But I would be a little bit careful here. This could be somebody that you work with. It could be somebody you see in places you like to go back to, which can be like the gym. It can be restaurants, whatever it might be. But I would be a little bit careful because with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles showing up in reverse in this person's energy, although it seems like they have a lot of love to give, they may have some unhealthy coping mechanisms. Now, this could be vices. It could be smoking, drinking, partying, whatever it might be. It could also be like a bit of emotional manipulation. It could be the person that you were dealing with in the past that's coming in with a love offer or a fresh start. All right, so let's see. The Five of Pentacles in reverse tells me to hold back. There's potential healing here, Virgo. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, not to take any action, or there may not be a whole lot of action in the next couple of months, but the Ten of Pentacles showing up tells me that you may have really good financial news coming your way. You may be healing your finances. Hang in there. That's just a side note. But I'm also seeing you may have if you hang in there, you may end up having the right relationship that's meant to be long-term coming your way after this breakup, possibly with a Taurus or somebody here who's very, very different from you. So I kind of feel, Virgo, that this Queen of Cups, King of this water energy that's coming your way, I think they still have some healing work to do. I think they're going to come in with a love offer, and it could be an ex, or it could be somebody here that wants to heal things with you, but I'd be careful. I'd be careful. You know, the Hanged Man is like, I'm not rushing into anything. I'm going to take a look at all the details. And I think in waiting, not rushing, Virgo, that's where you get your Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm sorry, you get your Ten of Pentacles. Well, it must be your Ten of Cups too, right? So I think you will be in a higher level of commitment. I don't think it's necessarily happening before the new year. You may have to reject this person, or you may move away from this person first. Although you may also be holding space for this person. So let's see who this person, how many times can I say this person in one sentence? The person you're going to end up in this relationship with after a period of stasis, holding back and looking at all the details, doing some healing. And I think you also have a relationship coming in after you receive like a lump sum of money. This could be a raise, it can be a promotion, it can be a gift, it can be an inheritance. But you have somebody here who's in a period of recovery. This is somebody who's very intense, so the depth of their thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject. And we see that this is somebody who's very deeply committed to your connection. They're strong and they can be counted on to have your back. We're also seeing no family. Some of you, this person is mourning the loss of a loved one. Now, I want to be really clear, Virgo, because I'm not super clear just yet or right now. But what I'm seeing is, I mean, I'm clear on most of it, but this person, over the next couple of months, they're not in the healthiest energy. And they've got a lot of love for you, and they may be coming in with this love offer. But with the Queen of Cups in reverse, they're not quite there yet to give you everything that you need in this relationship. Now, it may be that it's just going to take some time. It may take, you know, over the holidays, especially if they're mourning the loss of a loved one or grieving. You may want to hold space for them, Virgo, until the new year, because it could really lead to something. And you focus on your finances right now. Now, I want you to be really careful with those messages, because that does not mean that you put your life on hold for somebody who's not right for you, somebody who's not making plans to get together with you, somebody who's not taking active steps towards healing or meeting you halfway. Right? So it's like you have to really, really trust your intuition here, because, you know, for some of you, this person is coming towards you in the next couple of months, but you're going to be in such a healed energy that you're going to reject them because you know your worth and your value and what you deserve, and you move in a different direction. Okay? Now, for others of you, you're going to be holding space for this person because they are healing and they are taking those active steps to come towards you, and it may pan out in the future as something long-term and stable. All right, so let's go ahead and see. So, you know, so you're going to know, Virgo, which one that is. But I just want to be very clear. Don't put your life on hold for somebody who's not right for you. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. All right, so there could be an older woman who's important to your love journey over the next couple of months. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. Some of my Virgos, this morning energy, your person may have recently lost, and I hate to say this, but maybe losing like an older female figure in their life, whether that's a mother or a grandmother or an aunt or something like that. But there will be excitement in your love life over the next couple of months, Virgo, and problems will be resolved. I'm also seeing money problems being resolved for you, Virgo. And after money problems are resolved, this is where this either love is ready or there's this new love that's ready to come in. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, Virgos. Whoops, I forgot to, change your major arcana. Hermit card, Virgo energy. Virgos, I'm going to leave that there. I do hope these messages resonate with you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care. All right. Sorry, I chuckled. I was reading Wade's message. Yeah, try not to kick her in the shins. Thank you, forever grateful. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, but then you also don't want to, come off as not, well, I mean, don't kick her in the shins, number one. Number two, just be yourself. How's that? That's funny. All right, so you guys, this concludes, if I'm not mistaken, this concludes our live reading for today. I just want to say thank you so much for you spending this time with me, for all your love and your support. It means the world to me, and I love doing these live readings, and I'm thinking, as of right now, I know I've been all over the place, but I'm thinking that I can do this on Wednesdays and make this a regular Wednesday thing. That could change, but I'm thinking Wednesday might be good for me around this time. And yeah, the other thing I wanted to say was just a final message. I know if you've been here with me for a while, you're sick of me saying this. Do check out my other channel, Sacred Affirmations. It's for meditations and meditations. And hopefully in the next day or two, I should have my next meditation about soul retrieval coming up, which is a healing modality that I personally love and work with and find to be really powerful. It's going to be a short meditation, about 20 minutes is what I'm figuring. But just to add another tool in our tool bag for healing and for becoming the best version of ourselves, the highest vibration of ourselves. So that link will be in the description box. I'll also I think I can shoot it into the, oh yeah, I just shot it into the, into the chat. That just sounds weird. Sorry about that. I just put it in the chat again for those of you who are listening to check out that, to check out my other channel. I also have another channel in Spanish, but those take a little bit longer for me to produce. So we'll see how, if I can do every meditation in English and Spanish, I certainly will, but that may not be a reality just with all the work that I have to do. So anyway, also I am available for private readings. I did want to give you a little heads up though. With private readings, I'm going to be working on phasing out of my relationship with Etsy, and so it will only be through my website, but I have to make some tweaks on my website before that happens. So as of right now, you can still get a private reading either through my Etsy shop or through my website, but hopefully I'm going to terminate my relationship with Etsy because it has, I don't know, it's been awful. It's been very good in some respects, but lately in the last year or two, things just haven't been quite fair in my opinion. And I don't like their practices. So anyway, heads up, I may be phasing out of Etsy soon as well. But you can get readings through my website. And I think that's all I'm gonna tell you guys. Have an absolutely lovely, beautiful, wonderful day. And thank you again. I'm ever so grateful for each and every one of you and all your love and support. and you make me really happy. All right, so I'm, I'm gonna go. Have a beautiful day. Take care.